Welcome everyone to Let's Play The Elder Scrolls Online, Tamriel Unlimited. As always, I am your host, J-Square John Jeremy. Like Star Wars The Old Republic, this MMO takes place previous to any of the Elder Scrolls games released prior. The premise is simple. The Empire is crumbling, and three alliances vie for control of it and the land of Tamriel. Before we get started, let's take some time to review each alliance and race to learn more about their individual traits, personalities, and motives in this conflict. The Daggerfall Covenant is comprised of the two provinces of northwest Tamriel, High Rock and Hammerfell, home to the Bretons and the Redguards. The Covenant has also offered the Orcs the opportunity to return to their ancient homeland of Orsinium in exchange for their support. Working together, the three races have formed a powerful alliance that aims to restore the Second Empire and bring peace and prosperity back to Tamriel. The men and women of High Rock were once ruled by High Elf overlords. Some elven blood still runs in their veins, giving Bretons an innate grasp of magic that distinguishes them from the other human races. Passionate and flamboyant, intelligent and resourceful, the Bretons are renowned and talented craftsmen, shrewd merchants, gallant cavaliers, and inventive wizards. They can also be proud and quarrelsome. Tales of warfare between the kingdoms of High Rock account for much of their history, but most revere the 8 divines and value prosperity over glory. The Redguards of Hammerfell are talented and athletic warriors, born to battle. A desert people, their ancestors migrated to Tamriel from the lost continent of Yokuda. Their culture is based on preserving ancient traditions and defying their harsh environment. They prize honor and dignity above all else, combining a deep reverence for the divine with a suspicion of all things magical. Their capital is the merchant port of Sentinel, but their roots are deep in the sands of the Alkir Desert. In their youth, Redguards endure a rite of passage in the desolate wastes of Alkir as a test of endurance and discipline. Only the strongest survive. Though other races have often regarded the Orcs as barbarians and even beasts, these noble warriors have an ancient culture forged from endless warfare in their harsh mountain homelands. Orcs live under a simple code of honor, by which the strong survive and the strongest rule. As the greatest smiths in Tamriel, their weapons and armor are prized by warriors everywhere. During the reign of the Second Empire, when their kingdom of Orsinium was finally granted provincial status, its restoration helped solidify their devotion to the new Daggerfall Covenant. The Ebonheart Pact is the most tenuous of alliances, consisting of former enemies turned allies in northern and eastern Tamriel. The Nords, Dark Elves, and Argonians of Skyrim, Morrowind, and Black Marsh fight to restore stability to the Empire and ensure their own autonomy. The Nords once conquered most of Tamriel, and as a result, feel a certain entitlement to rule. They broke the power of the Eyelids, nearly drove the High Elves out of High Rock, and conquered much of Restane, the precursor to Morrowind. The Nords are excellent with arms. They are quick to anger, boisterous, and strong. They are natural-born warriors who fight with an ecstatic ferocity that terrifies their enemies. The Dark Elf homeland of Morrowind has been invaded many times by the Akaviri and the Nords. This history of conflict has transformed the Dunmer into hardened warriors. They also have a natural affinity for magic and great intellect, making them skillful sorcerers. The Argonians are possessed of a cool intellect and are well versed in the magical arts, stealth, and the use of blades. They are also guerrilla warfare experts, long accustomed to defending their borders from invaders. They often serve as the scouts and skirmishers for the forces of the Pact. The Aldmeri Dominion is composed of the three races of southern Tamriel: the Wood Elves of Valenwood, the Khajiit of Elsvier, and the leaders of the Pact, the High Elves of the Somerset Isles. The Aldmeri Dominion fights to stop the dangerous machinations of humankind and restore the elven dominance in Tamriel. The High Elves, or Aldmeri, arrived in Tamriel thousands of years ago from old Aldmeris. They see themselves, perhaps justifiably, as the ruling race of Tamriel. They are a highly cultured people, known for their breathtaking architecture and massive libraries of histories and creative works. They tend to be isolationists, largely remaining on Somerset Isle, and only emerge when they perceive a threat to their homeland. They are powerful mages and warriors, and the de facto leaders of the Aldmeri Dominion. The Wood Elves, or Bosmer, are mischievous, curious, and nimble. Because their homeland of Valenwood is often attacked by the Colovian Imperials, Wood Elves are experts in the art of defense. They are also gifted archers, perhaps the best in all of Tamriel. The capital of the Aldmeri Dominion, Eldenroot, lies in the heart of their homeland. It has evolved into a center of political and cultural importance, and is of vital strategic importance in the battle to control Tamriel. The population of the proud feline Khajiit has dwindled in recent years following a devastating outbreak of Khanatan flu. They owe a great debt to Ariane, Queen of the High Elves, for her help in restoring order from the chaos that followed the plague. They have a wry wit and a hedonistic outlook, but they are fearsome on the field of battle. They are the strong arm of the Aldmeri Dominion. Now, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that there is in fact one more race to consider, but only if you purchase them via microtransaction in-game, or if you've purchased the Imperial edition of the Elder Scrolls Online, and they are of course the Imperials. Natives of Cyrodiil, the heart of the Empire, the Imperials brought nearly all of Tamriel to heel as they established the Second Empire. They are shrewd traders and diplomats, and Imperial blood flows in the veins of many of the most brilliant military strategists in history. But now the Empire is crumbling, besieged by the alliances and corrupted by sinister forces. As war ravages Cyrodiil, the Imperials have become fractured, seeking their own individual purposes amidst the turmoil. They can be found in the ranks of every alliance, or opposed to all three, bringing their considerable skills to bear wherever they choose to fight. Now that we've discussed each of the alliances and races in Elder Scrolls Online, let's start talking about character creation. Here you can see the character creation screen for Elder Scrolls Online. You can choose your race, you can choose your class, your body, and face. And the body and face we'll get into in a moment, but let's talk about class. Elder Scrolls Online has 4 classes, each one of those classes having different skills that will allow you to perform certain actions in-game. Let's go through each one. First, we have the Dragon Knight. These skillful masters-at-arms use the ancient Akaviri martial arts tradition of battle spirit and wield fearsome magic that pounds, shatters, and physically alters the world around them. These are the guys who run headlong in, yelling, screaming, and waving their sword around. We have the Sorcerer. Sorcerers can use conjuration and destruction spells to hurl lightning bolts and create shock fields, wield dark magic to snare and stun, and summon Daedric combat followers from Oblivion to assist them. Your magic users. We have the Nightblade. Nightblades are adventurers and opportunists with a gift of getting in and out of trouble. Relying variously on stealth, blades, and speed, Nightblades thrive on conflict and misfortune. Trusting to their luck, and cunning to survive. Finally, we have the Templar. These traveling knights call upon the powers of light and the burning sun to deal massive damage to their enemies while restoring health, magicka, and stamina to their allies. Note that with each class change, the gear that you saw on the character changed as well. You'll see a more pronounced effect if I turn to veteran gear and go through each one. In addition, each race's gear looks different than the last. So those are the classes. And now the question we find ourselves with is, what race and class will we play as? Let's first talk about class. I am not the guy to go charge into the field of battle, waving my sword around and yelling and screaming. So that leaves Dragon Knight out. The sorcerers use magic to combat their foes, and I've never wrapped my head around magic. I don't know why, it just doesn't appeal to me. Science fiction, no problem. Magic just doesn't click. So no magic, which means no sorcerer. That also kind of means no Templar. The Templar is a combination in a way of magic and combat. So that strikes out Templar as well, leaving only the Nightblade as a viable class option for yours truly. Yes, the Nightblade can perform certain magical acts, but it's nowhere near the level of any of the other classes. They're primarily pure combat builds, stealth, and DPS. I'm okay with that. Now we talk about race. Each race has special racial passive abilities that will work to assist the character and its class. But some racial traits don't work with some classes. In fact, the races that work best with Nightblades in particular are the Redguard, the Wood Elf, the Khajiit, and the Imperial. And remember that you can only play as the Imperial if you buy them in-game or if you own the Imperial edition of the game. Now, if you're looking for pure combat, pure DPS, then right now, Redguard is your best bet. Wood Elves and Khajiits are great in their own way, and Imperials are kind of a jack-of-all-trades class, rather race. They can fit in a variety of different ways. And that's kind of what appeals to me about Imperials. I'm not stuck in one direction or another. I have the chance to branch out. In addition, I think the idea of an Imperial character playing through their story is a great benefit. Because if you think about it, it makes perfect sense. The Imperial people have been driven away from their homes, from Cyrodiil, because of the Daedra invasion. If they did not allow themselves to become subjugated, they were cast out. So playing as an Imperial and wanting to get revenge makes perfect sense. But with who? Which alliance do we play with? Because as an Imperial, we can choose our alliance. Well, let's go through each one. We've got the Aldmeri Dominion right now selected. But the Aldmeri Dominion, their primary goal is to ensure that humankind never rules Tamriel again. Doesn't really make much sense for an Imperial to join that faction unless they want it to be subjugated by elves instead of the Daedra. What about the Ebonheart? They've got Nords, which are pretty much human. But Nords don't like taking orders. In addition, the entire alliance is kind of on shaky ground. You've got three races that, until just recently, were waging war with each other. Don't necessarily want to put our money on the Ebonheart. Which leaves us with the Daggerfall Covenant. And truthfully, if I'm an Imperial, the Daggerfall Covenant should be the most appealing. They want the restoration of the Second Empire and the continuation of the rule of humankind. The Bretons, the Redguards, they are human. The Bretons have a elvish blood mixed in, but they're mostly human. And the Orcs, well, I mean, if the Orcs go to Orsinium after the end of this war, then let them go to their own province and be done with it. So as an Imperial, the Daggerfall Covenant should be the most appealing. And that's what we're playing as, and with the alliance that we're playing with. We will be an Imperial Nightblade in the Daggerfall Covenant. Now we talk about actual character creation. In the Elder Scrolls Online, you've got the opportunity to change up your character the way you'd like, whether it be in the body or facial structure. Plenty of customization options are available to you here. Now you could randomize the appearance and just kind of go with whatever it makes, but I'm going to take some time to create a character that I feel would be the one that I would be invested in, personally. So stay tuned. We'll be back. Alright folks, meet our Imperial Nightblade. As you can see, he's had some damage done to him over the years. We've got some scars, we're missing an eye, but I think he'll do well for us. The last thing we need to do is to enter a character name. And I know it's not necessarily lore friendly, but I'm going to go ahead and just do that. Hopefully nobody's taken it. Maybe somebody has, who knows. Let's go ahead and get started with the Elder Scrolls Online. Alright, here we are. Looks like we're in a dungeon of sorts. That's pretty much all Elder Scrolls games, basically, I guess. Go ahead and start into the dungeon. Again. See what's around us right now. We've got a fire to ourselves, a whole bunch of bodies all around us. That's great. Apparently I've also received mail. You'll note that I'm actually using a controller for this. Controller support was recently added to the game in the PC version a couple months back, and I kind of like it, so I'm going to keep using it. For now, at least. Alright. Moving forward. Trying to find a way to escape Cold Harbor.
Are you alright? The name's Lyris.
Oh, well, okay.
You've still got some fight left in you. You're going to need it.
Any particular reason, Lyris? Lyris.
Dead.
Oh.
Must have been the runt of the litter.
Alright, loot a weapon from the Dremora. Well, some sort of prison revolt is going on, apparently. Sure, we can do that. Press A to loot objects in the world. Oh, we can go looting. That doesn't look good at all. No, sir. Don't want to be here anymore. Don't. Maiden. Search the maiden. I can take a foul hide. I can sell to a merchant for gold. I will take this. Thank you. Corpse. My bad about your situation. That door is locked. What do we have over here? That's a thing. Yep. Bodies. Can't search the bodies though. Oh, hello. Are you alive? You don't look so good, buddy. Oh. All right. Well, you have fun with that. Yeah. I think that guy needs a lot of help. Hey, I will take a skull because I'll need a buddy throughout this ordeal, right? What else do we have around here? Another body? Nope, can't search that. How about around here? This area doesn't look like there's much to search for over here. For some reason we can't... Oh, that was a jump. A button is to jump. We apparently jump really high, too. Okay. Good. Gravity. Screw gravity. Can I change the camera on here? Nope, that's sprint. Nope, that's sneak. Yeah, probably not. But we are now in sneaking mode. Hidden. This will just help us, I think. Maybe. Hello. Dremora Churl. I guess that's this thing here. You've got horns and pointy ears. I'm going to say you're a devil. Cast off iron greatsword. Sure.
Keep your weapon ready and stay sharp. This place is full of surprises.
Okay. Press right trigger to ready your weapon. Got it. I am ready. I'm also still hidden. That's good. Let's stay hidden, please. From that guy. Yeah, that thing. Don't... Alright, we're detected anyway, so... hello? Oh!
Keep moving. There are more Daedra on the way. Let's
Can't...
keep moving.
Shh. Hold on. Can't search the body. That's disappointing. What are all these bodies doing here? What kind of prison is this?
Let's go.
Is there a subtitle option here? That'd be swell. Subtitles on. Excellent. That'll help, I think.
Let's keep moving.
Much better.
Don't stop now. Keep moving. More guards are on the way.
Let's go.
Cool. I don't know who you are, but apparently they're helping us out. She's dead. Anything else to search for? Whoa! That's cruel. That's steamy. Steamy. Oh, and the body's moving too? That's not cool. So, like...
Let's go.
Cage empty. Cage search. Oh, look at that. I'm gonna take that. Another prison guard here, apparently. Hello. Hold LT to block incoming attacks. Hold RT to charge a heavy attack. You're dead. LT and RT to interrupt. Cool. RT. Ha. I'm getting the hang of this.
My friend.
No. The prophet.
Greetings, Resident. Like you, I am a prisoner in this place. You must rescue me, and I, in turn, must rescue you.
Hold a moment. Come here. We need to talk.
Yeah, you're telling me. But, I want to take this stuff first. These are goodies we can probably use, maybe. He says as he takes them all. Hello. How are you? That's not creepy at all. Just gonna back away from that cage. This cage is not that much better. Alrighty then. Ooh. Got a whole table of goodies over here. Bone, an ingredient for crafting in the Bosmer style. Sure. Alright, what do we have in here? We can take, nothing. Nothing from this table. Oh, nope. Alchemy bottle. I can take that. Sip of health. Okay. And I can take all the stuff in this basket. Sure. And worms and crawlers for fishing purposes. Sure, why not? More crawlers? Apparently we're gonna go fishing eventually. That's a thing right there. I'm just gonna... Oh, you're alive. That's awkward then. I'll take that millet, whatever that's for. All right. Lyris Titanborn. Do you mind telling me just what the hell is going on here?
The Prophet. He's a prisoner here too. It was very dangerous for him to speak to you even for a moment. You must think you can help me.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Help you do what?
Break him out, of course. Believe me, I can use all the help I can get. That blind old man is the only person alive who can help us get back home. Tamriel's a long way from here.
So, where do we go from here?
These tunnels will eventually take us to the Towers of Eyes. That's where we'll find the Sentinels.
Hold on. What are these Sentinels?
Magical constructs created by Molag Bal to guide his vision in Cold Harbor. The Sentinels are connected. If we destroy one, the others will be blinded. With any luck, that will buy us the time we need to free the Prophet.
Alright. Let's just say that I'm not dreaming all this up, and this is actually happening, and I'm not drunk somewhere. How do you propose we destroy the Sentinels?
I've no idea. Brute force? We'll find a way. We have to. Be ready for anything. I doubt Molag Bal left the Sentinels unguarded.
Okay. Okay. Time out. I have so many questions.
I'm sure you do. And I'll answer them as best I can.
Okay. Let's start with the, more pressing issue. For me, at least. What is this place? Where am I?
You're obviously not in Tamriel anymore. Think of the most miserable, depressing place you've ever been in your life. That's paradise compared to Cold Harbor. And to top it off, well, there's no easy way to say it. You're dead.
Oh. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, really? Dead. As in, no more. Ceased to be. Pray tell, Lyris. Then how are we having this conversation?
I don't know. Once we rescue the Prophet, he can tell you about the gods and the ways of oblivion. I don't understand any of it myself.
Yeah, you know, gods, oblivion, all that, sure, okay. Put that off to the side. Let's focus on me being dead. If I'm dead, who killed me?
A man named Menemarco. His worm cult is doing some kind of ritual back in Tamriel. They sacrificed you and everyone in this prison to the Daedric Prince Molag Bal. After you died, whatever was left showed up here. They call you the Soul Shriven.
Whatco? A worm cult? I was killed by a cult that follows worms? Okay, okay. I know that things are pretty shit in Cyrodiil right now. The Daedra are all over the place. The higher-ups, they want to follow them for some stupid reason. And I was planning on getting the hell out of Dodge. And you're saying, not only did I not get out of Dodge, I'm dead. And now I'm here. somewhere called a soul shriven? What the hell does that even mean?
It means you're a slave and you'll spend the rest of eternity here in Cold Harbor, working under the lash of the Daedra. Unless, of course, you come with me.
All right. Okay. Say I take this at face value. Just saying that you're right, I'm wrong, and you're not crazy. Are you dead too?
No, I wasn't sacrificed. The Prophet and I were brought here conventionally, if that makes any sense. But we're prisoners here, same as you.
And who the hell is this Prophet?
He's a strange one, no doubt about it. But he's the wisest man I've ever met. He sees things, the past, the future.
Okay. I'm dead. You're not. You rescued me. Thank you for that, by the way. But this whole prophet thing, I mean, I just want to go home. Can you just, take me home? Maybe? No? Not gonna happen, huh? Okay.
We should keep moving.
Yeah, let's keep moving. That's exactly what we need to do right now. Keep moving. Oh! That's kind of a thing. Hey, Lyris, you wanna stop this? Nope. You wanna look at the door? Oh, that doesn't bode well for us. Hey, Lyris. Yep, that door is fascinating to you, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Sure is. Okay. Well, hello, Mr. Forge Master. Hey everybody, J Square John Jeremy here. Just want to thank you all for watching this video. If you want to see me try and fail at another video game, go ahead and click the left-hand thumbnail. If you want to keep track of this channel, click the right-hand thumbnail and subscribe. And as always, I look forward to your feedback, so please post in the comments section below or reach out to me on social media. Until next time, this is J Square John Jeremy signing off, saying so long and take care.